Live individual TV.
Hi people, my name is Annalise. I'm from New Bedford and you watching Live Individual TV.
This the operation to save hip-hop's life, and it's critical to gain need change. Here come the live individuals, strive for.
Yo, this is James Cappra with another edition of Live Individuals TV, and I'm here today with our young brother. I mentioned before that what I want to do in this show once a month is highlight a single dad, or just a dad that's doing things and being there for his family, and that's really what matters. So, I'm gonna let you tell your name, introduce yourself to.
What's up, y'all? Willis Macklin Jr. from Bedford, Mass. Father first for all things, Now,
the reason why I wanted to do this interview with Willis is because I'm a single dad myself, and every morning I take my kids to school. I see Willis down there with his son, and they be playing around, and and then when I go pick my kids up, I see Willis there, and Willis is a really good dad. So one day I started talking with Willis, and I found out that he didn't have a dad when he was growing up. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, wow, I couldn't even imagine that, because I always had a father and mother, and wouldn't imagine what it would be like. And then we got to talking, like, you work for DYS, is it?
Yeah, work for DYS.
He works with kids and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And it's crazy because you grew up in the hood in New Bedford, right?
I grew up in New Bedford, Savannah, Georgia. I lived a couple places. But
so and you didn't have a dad. So what was that like?
I had a dad. My dad was out doing his thing. I had a dad and a mom all in one person. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
My mom was my dad. My mom helped me out.
Well, see, that's what we was talking about, that, because I've had to kind of take on like a mom role with my kids, and it's hard, man. I gotta cook, I gotta come up, brush the teeth, iron their clothes. Man, I have to do it all, and it's hard. So I don't envy all you ladies out there. Big ups to all you single moms, because
my mom did it. I salute you, mama. I'm a mama's boy all day.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Real talk. So but the reason why I wanted to do the single dad is because, a lot of single moms out there, they have outlets and they have a lot of places that they can go for support and stuff like that. And a lot of, how we are as men, we like, our pride, like,
nothing,
we don't want to get no help. But I mean, like, like with me right now, like, I'm doing this show and stuff like that, but, I get the food stamps, and I'm on welfare, getting that, taking care of my kids, doing what I got to do.
That's how you got to get it by any means necessary.
That's it, That's why I'm proud of you, because out of all the things that you could have got into, you could have got into selling the drugs, you could have been arrested, but you work for DYS, you work with kids, and like sometimes, like right now, you've been on a 2-hour shift. I mean, not 2 hours, but you double shift. So you go in at like, 11 at night till 7 in the morning, and then if somebody calls up and don't show up, my man Willis got to stay. So he's there till like 3 o'clock that next day. So he just got off of one of them joints like from yesterday. So he was like, oh man, I look wrong from doing that. I'm like, nah, my brother, you're good. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're working, man, so don't,
It's the rough, rugged, and raw look, I call it,
That's it,
I go get pretty. Give me 10 seconds, I can go get pretty, you know what I'm saying? But it's nothing,
Now, I spoke with, I forget his name, my man that said he was like a surrogate father to you. Right?
Pops, my man Pops. Yeah, he helped me out, like I had the person that helped me out most of my life was Coach Rose. He was my football coach when I played for New Bedford Bears. He basically showed me how to be a man, taught me. I didn't know at the time what he was teaching me, but as a man, I know now. Him, my cousin Buddy Wheatley, big up to you two guys. You guys helped me out the most in my life.
Coach Rose.
Yeah, Coach Rose and Buddy Wheatley. You know who you are.
Plus, we were talking earlier. You was talking about Votech. Like, what did you do over there? Like, you hold records. Like.
Yeah, man. I did long jump 22 feet, high jump 6 feet 10 inches. I could dunk a basketball any way you want it. You know what I'm saying? Basketball, football. I did it all, man. I'm still doing football now. I played Clippers 2 years. 2 years ago, we won a championship. I don't got my ring on right now. I apologize, but I'm big into sports.
But that's what's up, though. So it ain't always about like you didn't go the other way.
I could have went that road, but you know what? I had a daughter at a young age. I decided to flip my life around, and I wasn't made to lay down and make her, so I had to be responsible and take care of her now. It's not about having the fun. You gotta have the fun, but
You gotta take care of your responsibilities.
You gotta take care of everything.
You make them babies, you gotta take care of them. Point blank. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's what that's all about.
That's right.
I respect and admire you for that. You know, that's one of the reasons why I wanted to do your interview. You know, so like I said, once a month I'm gonna be highlighting a single dad or a dad that's just doing his thing and taking care of business. You know what I'm saying? And making it happen. And most of all, taking care of his responsibilities. You know.
I big up the single dads that are doing it because that takes a lot for a man to do. Like me personally, I got a fiance at home. She's beautiful. I love you, babe. You know what it is. She helps me out all the way. But like you say, it's all about the dads that are playing their part. I play my part. I wrestle with my son. Me and my daughter, if she wants to wrestle, we can wrestle. I go in there and play bobbies with my daughter. That's what I got to do to make my daughter happy. I do anything to make, whatever it takes to make my kids smile. You know what I'm saying?
That's real talk. You know, because a lot of dudes be like, no, I ain't gonna sit there on camera and I play with ball.
Whatever. If it's for my baby girl,
real talk.
if it's for my baby girl, daddy would do it. We'll make it happen.
That's what's up.
You know
That's what's up. And you know, as like I said, you know, we're live individuals. This is our logo right here. This is one of our hoodies, you know. And you know, that's what I'm trying to do, interview live individuals, you know, throughout the neighborhood and just capture some real stuff as well as celebrities. You know, like I did the celebrity thing this weekend. I interviewed Ricky Blaze and Destiny.
I'm not the celebrity type, but I am well known in New Bedford. Y'all see this, y'all know Womack, y'all know I'm a jokester. Keep it smiling. That's what we do. Take care of them kids. You make them, you gotta take care of them.
That's what's up.
Let's all do it. Let's make this world a better place. It's all love, man. You know what I'm saying?
See, Dad, you was nervous about doing this interview. He's like, yo.
It feels natural now, you know? Woke up, I have a cup of coffee, I feel good, you know?
Early in the morning, it's almost 9 o'clock in the morning.
We coming home from work doing interviews and stuff, you know?
That's what's up, yeah. Anybody you want to shout out to at your job or anything like that? The kids, some of the kids that you work with?
Everybody at work, all the kids at my job, y'all know. Y'all doing your little thing now. Y'all got caught in your little rut. Keep your mind focused. Everything's gonna turn over. Life will be better. You get through this, everything could be yours. It's what you make of it. You know what I'm saying? Right. I want to shout out my mom, Dukes. I love you, Mom. My lady, I love you. My kids, Ali and Cam. You know what's up. My man James for holding me down. You know what I'm saying? Everybody that knows me, big up, fan club. Y'all know what's up.
Alright, man. That's what's up, yo. My man Willis right here from Live Individuals. Can you just shout out one time, you know, big ups to Live Individuals
LiveIndividualsTV.com. Y'all check it out all day. Live Individuals is what we know. Right there, says it up.
And next time I see you, I'm going to have a shirt for you.
Sounds good. Hey, you got it on tape, so I'm going to come back and make another tape. If I don't get my shirt,
to that, right?
y'all going to hear about it.
Alright, peace. Thanks for the interview.
All day, baby, all day.
Peace out. What's up, America? This is James Cappra here for another edition of Live Individuals TV. And we just finished doing an interview with Willis. And this is the man that helped raise Willis. Like me and Willis talked about how he didn't have a dad growing up and stuff like that, and his mom was like mom and dad. But you played an integral part in his life too, because he told me about, you know, we was talking that day, you know, I used to come by and steal your cookies and come and raid your refrigerator and stuff like that, you know. And I see you every day too. With your, is that your son or stepson?
That's my girlfriend's kid.
That's your girlfriend's kid. And you're down there with him every day, taking him to school, picking him up, you know what I mean?
I basically raised him. You know, I got him when he was 2 years old.
How old is he now?
7.
7. Wow, that's crazy. You know, so
all the kids grow up with me, man.
Well, I've been knowing you for a long time, man. You know what I mean? And I've seen you around the hood, and it's always been with your kids. You know what I mean? And they're like, this is a real OG right here. When you hear that saying OG, like I got young dudes now calling me OG. I just turned 50, but you know, you a real OG.
Yeah,
like,
I'm getting ready to hit that 60 mark. 2 years. Well, one more.
1 more year?
Yeah.
So you've been around in the hood for a while, and one of the things that me and Willis talked about was that the fact that, like I said, he's a good dad. You know, he's not a single dad, but he's there every day, like I said, with his son and picking him up, and he works all night long from 11 to 7 in the morning. So he's there when his son goes to school, and he's there when his son gets out, picking him up. So, you know, I think that's special. You know, you see a lot of brothers today that are stepping up to the plate and are taking care of the responsibilities, you know, and a lot of brothers get a bum rap, you know, like, so like I wanted to highlight it on single dads because I'm a single dad myself, you know, and one of the things that I found about being a single dad is that like single dads don't really, heterosexual single males don't really have a lot of outlets that they can turn to, you know what I mean? And you know, us as men, we're like, you know, we got that pride. We don't always want to ask for help.
No, we don't ask nobody. I don't ask nobody for nothing. If I can't do it, I do it when it comes.
So that's why I want to put together some kind of like, you know, outlet for brothers to you know, just for guys to get together and talk about certain situations, you know, because I've had to take on the mom and the dad.
Yeah, that's what I do.
I get up 5 o'clock every morning. I'm running the bath water, you know what I'm saying, ironing the clothes, cooking the breakfast.
I do all that.
Got to get them off to school and then pick them up, you know, so it's a lot of hard work.
You see me, I'm picking them up, dropping them off every day.
You know, so.
And I have done that for many years, you know, even though my wife, God forgive her now, she passed away last year, or a year and a half, well, almost 2 years now. You know, I raised my son, but part-time. When she got sick, he went there, because he lived with me. Taking him to school, buying the clothes for Christmas, and the only one you get to depend on is yourself.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, I did what I had to do back in the day, to where I worked, but then child support came.
Oh, I know about y'all. I owe arrears right now. We all do.
In the rear,
you know, it's like, hey, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
And now that I got I suffer with severe migraines, so it's like I can't even get sick because I got that little boy.
And you know what? That's a good point you bring up, because I just got back in from LA in April of this year, 2011. And when I came back, I got sick, and I was in the hospital for 7 days. And they wanted to keep me longer, but I was like, yo, I mean, my kids were with their great-grandmother. She's like 72.
Oh, I know.
And she kept the kids for me while I was in the hospital, and what it was we were staying with her when we came back. So I didn't have time to go put the kids in school and all that because I was in the hospital. Somebody ended up calling the DSS, and they came out. So they opened the case on me. You know, why ain't the kids in school? But by the time they had came out, I was out the hospital. In 1 month, I had got an apartment for my kids to live in. You know, I had got all my affairs straightened out. I got them enrolled in school, all of that. So, you know, they ended up closing it after, like, they have to keep it open for a certain amount of time. But they ended up closing it. But, you know, I understand what you're saying. You can't even afford to get sick. Because who's going to take care of your kids when you're a single parent, you know? Unless you have that support system. And I don't really have that support system, you know?
I don't really, but I gotta, if I have to, I depend on my son to help me. And he does the best he can. He's going through his own little thing now, you know. I just feel bad for him because he bought a bum rap a couple of years ago. And messed with one of these young girls, and she was only 14, come to find out. And her family got him hemmed up.
Press charges.
And then they not knowing that the Commonwealth here could pick it up. They messed around and the Commonwealth picked it up. So my kid got 2 years away from his daughter. See, he got a daughter out of that situation, but they still took 3 years out of his life. He got to pay the child support. They can't even get a job now because he's a level 2 sex offender, and his ball career went down to 2 because he was on his way to Italy to play semi-pro ball. Now he can't even get a job.
And see, that's an interesting point that you just brought up, because you know what, fellas, you know, you're young, you know, or you might be like, I mean, these little young girls out here today, they're hot too, you know what I mean? They walk around these little tight thingy joints on, and you got to be careful what you do and how you do it, and you know, and please, like he just said, his son had to do 3 years for having sex with a minor. You know, that's a very serious offense.
Didn't even know she was a minor.
Exactly.
The girl used to come over to my house. Showed me papers saying she was 18. Yo, all right, you could come in because I kick them out. You show me papers, or you got to leave my house. You know, because I could get in trouble.
Exactly.
So
exactly.
I didn't want my son to get in nothing, and it wound up hitting him anyway. Because
And see, he had a career.
false ID.
Wow. Yeah, that's true
You
too.
know,
LA. I just came back from LA. You can go down to Venice Beach and get all you want, everything you want.
Yeah.
Any kind of ID, or I mean, that's the capital of bootleg right there, LA, in my opinion, because you can get.
Don't get me wrong, man. I did what I had to do to help take care of mine. You know, I worked, yeah, but the jobs don't pay you enough, and they don't keep you on long enough because of whatever the problem is with me being black in this city.
Well, that's another thing too. You know, this is the real world, and we say, you know, the drug dealing and the this and the that. You know, I mean, but in the hood, growing up, you got to do what you got to do. And I'm not condoning it, but I'm saying like this is the real world, people. You know what I'm saying? And when you living in the hood, you ain't got that silver spoon in your mouth. You got to do what you got to do to survive and take care of your family and your kids. You
And
know
I did that. I did that, and yeah, I was away from my kids for periods of time. And when this little boy came into my life, I put everything down. I was done. You know,
see, that's real talk.
I gave up. I gave up, and I did all right in that life, but I can't glorify it because it did cost me.
It's just enough, my opinion, when you sell drugs, it's just enough to get by, to feed your family,
that's all
and that's pretty much what it is. When you start trying to become Tony Montana,
yeah.
like I noticed, man, a lot of brothers in Dominicans and Puerto Ricans and just white boys, you know, people in general, they glorify that Tony. Everybody loves Tony Montana. You see pictures of Tony Montana, you know, that's just.
I gotta watch
everywhere.
with Tony Montana.
Yeah, see, you know what I'm saying? You go to people's cribs and there's like big posters, big pictures of Tony Montana, you know.
But don't get me wrong, it was all right, but there was always something on the back of that.
Exactly. When you do that, you gotta, when you wake up, somebody comes knocking on the door, you like, whoa, who's that knocking on the door? You always constantly looking out the window, looking over your shoulder.
Invasions, and people sticking you up.
Yep.
I went through all that, and it wasn't worth it, you know. And with this little boy, and I gave up everything. You know, I don't go out. I see his mother, but she's getting ready. She's getting ready to die. She ain't got too much longer, and you know, I take care of him. You know.
And he's a little white kid too.
Yeah.
You know, little white kid. I
saw
you the other day. You was in full fatigue. It was the Halloween.
Yeah.
And you was going out taking them trick or treating, and I was, you know, going home to take my kids trick or treating.
Yeah.
He was out doing it with his son. Like that's real talk right there. You know, he was. I respect everything about this interview that we're doing here right now because you're being real. You know, you're not holding back. You're telling people what it's. That's what I want to capture.
That's it, man.
It's real, real talk.
He looks like he's all white, but he's mixed. He's Puerto Rican and white. You know.
Well, I mean, his skin same color as mine.
His skin is white.
You might as well say I'm white.
Yeah, he looks
I'm
like
beige, of the beige persuasion. You know.
But
a lot of people think I'm Puerto Rican.
It's funny, you know. I'm taking care of him like he's my own. That's how
he is. He is. In a sense, you know, he really is. He's your own.
But
you know?
it's nothing easy about it, you know, because you got to do the homework with them when they come home.
And you know what? The school, oh my God, man! Every day there's something different, and they don't get that's your homework. That ain't the kids' homework.
Yeah.
They send projects home. You
got to do it.
It's a trip. You got to do it though. Otherwise, you have people knocking at your door. But it's fun. I found that it's fun when you sit down and you do a homework project with your kid, because you see when they're learning something, it's like you see that glow in their eyes, and it's like, you know, we just did something together. It's special.
Yeah, and then they ask you.
Yeah.
When they ask you, it makes you feel good.
Yep.
You know, he's asking me how to do this. You know, and sometimes it's hard.
Yeah.
You know. And
I know, because if you haven't been to school in a long time, learning all that long division, or you know, I mean, it's gonna get harder and harder. Trust me.
Yeah.
Way harder. You know, and it's like you're sitting there scratching your head like,
I tell
they ain't got no instructions. It's like, what's it?
I tell them all the time, without an education, you're not gonna get nowhere.
That's right.
When I was little, growing up, they told you go to high school, and that's all you needed. I found out otherwise because you had to go to college.
Yeah.
Without that further education, you ain't gonna do nothing but become one of these guys in the street.
McDonald's, Burger King,
You know,
that type of joint.
and working for $90 a week ain't gonna help.
That's right.
You know,
Right.
you do need an education today, and I preach that to him every
Well, the whole
day.
world has changed too since me and you was coming up, man. It's like everything's computers now.
Yep.
Like going to school actually to me would be kind of fun right now because, you know, I'm sitting there and be honest with you. I messed up in school. I thought I was too cool. I didn't graduate, you know what I'm saying? And I had a good friend of mine. He's like works at Berkeley. He used to always tell me, Jim, go back to school, get you.
I always had people on my back, but I love school. You know, because
I hated school.
I didn't find out.
I thought it was like prison. I was always sitting there like, man, I can't wait to get up out of here. That was just, you know.
That was all of us. I used to do that, but I learned in time that if I didn't do these books, I wouldn't get nowhere. You know, I got a little education I could fall back on. I got trades I could fall back on. But if I be suffering with that migraine headaches, you know, I worked with one company for up 10 years, 10, 15, 20 years. And they had to lay me off because of migraines. I caught a headache up there 25 feet in the air, and the guy said,
well, what kind of work was you doing?
I'm behind steel sandblaster.
Oh,
paint.
Wow, that's...
You know, I do bridges, stuff like that. The guy told me, said, man, you got to get a headache up there, and you fall.
Yeah.
You know, anything can happen. You know, I'm not willing to take that risk, so I got to let you go after working for that company for 20 years. So, that's what happened to me.
And then all of a sudden you're at home, you're like, doing nothing, you're going crazy.
You know, nothing to do, can't make no money, then disability ain't enough. After you pay that, you broke.
Yep.
You know?
Yep.
But are you happy? Not really. But the kid makes my day. He makes me happy. Because when my money's gone after I pay my rent, I'm broke.
Me too. Same thing.
But I spent my money on keeping that roof over our head. Getting him them clothes that he need to go to school so he could be clean and look nice. And with that, I'm happy. You know? I don't need all that material stuff, man. You know, I got all that when I was...
Yeah, I noticed that too, man. And when you get older, what's more important is keeping, like you said, that roof over your head and providing stability for your kid, you know, or even for yourself, because there's a lot of homes. You go downtown New Bedford or downtown anywhere USA, the shelter kicks you out at 6, 7 o'clock in the morning, and you just hanging out on the street doing nothing all day till you have to go to that shelter.
No jobs.
No nothing.
Even labor ready and all that, man. You could go there and so half of the time you'll be sitting there, and there's no work. So what can you do? You know, if you don't have no family to help you or nobody that can help you, you're in trouble.
That's true.
You know? And it's a shame. You know, we don't have no outlet to get no help, and it's a lot of us that need help.
Well, see, that's why I'm trying to like bring something back to the community. I'm going to be doing these talent shows / fashion shows with this place, Gifts to Give in the South End. What they do is they give clothes and they help needy families, and they deal with the social service agencies, the welfare department, stuff like that. And you know, people's houses burned down. That's like a big, huge warehouse. So I'm going to be doing shows to try to give kids an outlet, because there's a lot of talent in this city.
It is.
And there's no outlets for it. So you know, maybe me and you can sit down together and put our heads together and try to come up with some kind of thing where we can start helping people out. You know what I mean? Because we got to do it ourselves, man. You know? People in your community, like people want to always get rich and move out the hood, and you know what's important is to stay in the hood and try to help somebody out and create these programs, because the government's not going to do it. We got to do it ourselves. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
So, you know, you'll be hearing a lot more from Pops and me. You know, we both James's, so we're on the same page, right?
That's it.
But I got a lot of respect for this man right here, and I appreciate him being here at 9 o'clock in the morning to come do this interview. You know, I really respect you for that, man. You know, and you're taking care of your kids that ain't even yours. So, and you know, I did that myself. I raised one, Tishana. I Tish, baby, Daddy loves you. You know, that's my baby girl. You know, I raised her when she was 3 years old. So I don't see her a lot, but that's still my baby. You know, so
but they know. They know who helped them. You know, that's the only thing you got to hold on to. That belief that they will come find you one day.
That's right.
You know?
That's right.
Because I got some that I raised, like 2 of my daughters was with me when I was younger, and they were like 6 months old. Mothers had problems, and I had my daughter. Then I had a problem, wound up going getting incarcerated. So who was there to take my daughter? Her aunt stepped up, and I haven't seen my daughter almost 22 years.
Wow.
You know, they moved her to North Carolina or South Carolina. I haven't seen her since she was 6 years old. Hopefully one day.
She'll come back.
Yeah.
She'll come back around for sure.
My son always asks me, yo, let's go find my sister. You know, all I got to do is go up to Boston and go to grandmother's house. Maybe I can do that.
You should. You should try to reach out. You know.
Oh, I do. I
reestablish that.
look. When I go up there, I go by. Sometimes they home, sometimes they not. Her mother gives me a long story. Oh, she's doing good, but I want to see her. You know, that's the key. But,
Well, we're definitely gonna do a follow-up on this interview for sure. And thank you for coming today, Pop. And
anytime.
keep up the good work, man. And
Yeah.
you know, Live Individual. Give a shout out to Live Individuals TV.
Well, all I can say is that it's been real, and hey, I'm doing the best I can. That's all I can say. Everybody that tunes in, hey, we need the help.
So, and say, Pop, say, big ups to Live Individual TV.
Big ups to Live Individual TV.
All right, man. You're back from Massachusetts. Peace out, America.